Hey guys, it's the Gundam Boy, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new grenade launcher tower fortification thing you'll only use on defensive missions, or when you feel like it. Or something. I don't know. People like to drive cars in the factory starters with hell bombs armed, okay? So I don't know! I forgot! I don't even know what this joke is anymore. So we'll cover the basics. This emplacement has a grenade launcher that shoots around 110 meters. It also deploys a shield so you can fire from behind it, or cover your teammates, or break the line of sight with enemies. Going back to the grenade launcher, there's not too much unique things about it, but it does have a lot of ammo to go with it. But this thing is great for digging trenches if you want to go extra. The armor, though, is immune to lighter pen weapons, but medium pen and heavier pen will shred right through it and make the wall vanish completely. Out of curiosity, I shoot it with a few mags of the Verdict, let a grenade hit it, and stop interrupting my then it died from me shooting it again. And we can all assume if it breaks in one shot from the recoilless, then we can assume that this thing's not gonna stand too well against some of the heavier enemies. And just for fun, I shot it with a grenade launcher and an autocannon, with destroying the autocannon in a few shots, but it isn't really fair when you test this wall against two of the best weapons in the game, unless your biggest opt is on the same side as you. And the shield, when it deploys, is pretty smart. I was hoping it would clip through the walls or things that would be on the side of it, but no, it's actually pretty smart. It will stop the deployment at a certain range, depending on what's next to it. But it will completely stop deploying if there's just no space for it to deploy its armor. And since it does deploy this gate wall, you can use it to completely fuck with the AI on the bug front, turning them into a drooling idiot. Now, let's go over to the enemies. Chargers can run through fortified walls. It's safe to say that this thing ain't stopping him. For bots, you're gonna have to look out for things like Hulks, tanks, rocket scout striders. I watched a dude get completely vaporized earlier, and factory striders, but that's an obvious. Dealing with the bugs is gonna be chargers, impalers, bile titans, and shriekers will threaten this emplacement, because, you know, shriekers can fly over you and you have a grenade launcher. And for the Illuminate, since they refuse to release the rest of their fighting force, it is just a harvester. That's, like, the biggest threat. And since this wall is attached to one of the best crowd controlling weapons in the game, it means enemies up to medium armor are going to be left as shreds. So this fulfills a gap in the defensive capabilities of Helldivers. The HMG and the anti-tank are very precision-based weapons for what they're used for. The grenade launcher is the complete opposite, letting you just whirl bombs into the crowds to take out entire enemy battalions. Now you don't have to worry about the anti-tank emplacement wasting its ammo, or the HMG getting overwhelmed by too many enemies, because now the grenade launcher can just splash everything between. In a run I played, the mission was a complete cakewalk, since no one could touch down without being greeted with a grenade to the face. Its massive mag also means you'll have enough shots to last you till your next drop. When it runs out of ammo, you still have the defensive wall you can hide behind, or you can just replace the emplacement right on top of it. But when it comes to using it in an offensive situations, like any emplacement, it matters when and where you throw it, because you can always use it for attacking enemy positions, luring them out into the open, or you could just stand there and realize the base is already destroyed. The thing I can tell you is that this turret benefits from having higher ground, so you can get a bit more range with the grenade launcher. Otherwise, there's no special technique that you really need to know other than slap that thing down and start ripping it. But that's the end of my video. I know it's a pretty short one, but it doesn't really take 3 to 5 hours to explain how a grenade launcher with a wall works.